everything, holding on to everything, holding on to everything, we're holding on to everything.
I mean, maybe unless you got two people to stretch it out taut, then maybe a karate champion could cut the umbilical cord with their hand. A good question, Taylor. So, that's just an overview of where babies come from. So we talked about conception, right? Now let's talk about misconceptions. I'm not talking about those several years when I had what doctors called lazy sperm on account of my wearing silk boxers way past the time it was cool. I'm talking about things you might think that might not be totally true. The biggest misconception is that the stork brings babies to us. Now, while it's true, we do get babies from storks, these babies are baby storks. So that is sort of half true and half false. But to be clear, for the rest of our time here, just to be clear, let's assume we're talking about human babies, okay? So this is all pretty dry, right? Scientific. Dry, and just like in baby making, the enemy of learning is dryness, if that makes sense. So, you can count on old Coach C to liven things up, right? I'm a cool dude, I like to have fun, let loose. You guys loved last week's crab bag of crazy crustacean facts, so this week we've got 5 fun fetus facts. Starting at number 5. The longest pregnancy on record lasted over 2 years. And then baby was a healthy salamander. Oh, Coach C got you guys good. Man, we have fun, right? Anyway, the real number 5. Number 5. A fetus has all its fingerprints by the time it's 9 weeks old. So if you're planning a heist involving a fetus, you're going to want to keep that in mind, because it's very hard to find gloves that small. Fingerprint. Number 4. Fetus fun fact 4. Fetuses cry in the womb. Because of all the fluid, you can't hear it. But it's still kind of sad and scary, don't you think? Maybe all that fluid is really just tears. Life made in tears. Seems like a good way to get ready for the real world, huh? Or you guys are still young. You probably still like it, huh? Anyway, moving on. Fetus fun fact 3. See what I did there? Many partners of pregnant women experience pregnancy symptoms. Unfortunately, I was already fat and sobby before Doris got pregnant, so I can't be sure if this happened to me. Although my nipples did get very sensitive, but I was LARPing a lot at that time, and chainmail gets really chafy. Take my word for it. Ouch. Next up, number 2. 1 in 2,000 babies are born with teeth. 1 in 2,000 breastfeeding mothers is like, uh-oh. Maybe let's bottle feed? Those are definitely the most charming babies, I'll tell you that. Picture a little newborn soft lighting, lying on a soft blanket with a little bow on her head, flashing those big pearly whites. Okay, now that I think about it, I know why they usually get pulled. And finally, the number 1 fetus fact for today. Number 1. After 4 months, the baby begins urinating inside the womb. Where does all that urine go? The fetus drinks it. Hey, waste not, want not, right? In fact, eventually, most of the amniotic fluid is fetal urine that bathes the developing fetus. I kind of already think baths are gross, but this one is definitely the grossest. Alright everybody, have a good weekend, and remember, we all used to drink our own pee, so maybe we're not all that different from that guy who's always down by the bridge by the post office.